We would like to thank the following sponsors. Iloilo City, like no other, a unique blend of modernity and sophisticated antiquity combined. A place where diverse culture and economic prosperity make up most of the city's image. For the past years, Iloilo City has evolved from the kaleidoscope of rapid evolution, reclaiming its spot from a sleepy town into a self-sufficient powerhouse in the region. It is no secret that it is now considered as one of the economic hubs in the country. Emerging high-rise buildings are everywhere, and the constant support of the local government to the needs of its citizens is admirable. Among the recent developments occurring in the city are upscale shops, residential homes, and luxurious hotels. As we join the exciting happenings going around this city, let us be familiar with the future establishments that will soon serve the people of Iloilo City. The Iloilo Convention Center is soon to become one of the promising destinations in Iloilo City's booming tourism. With its world-class design to boast of, the state-of-the-art structure can rival those famous structures around the world.
This is a 1 billion peso worth of facility, which is a convention center. And I emphasize a convention center with several function rooms, and that could accommodate about 3,500 delegates at one time. A venue for the two ministerial meetings, which is the SMEs and the food security for the Asia Pacific Economic Ministerial Meeting, which the Philippines is going to host in 2015. That would be in September and October of 2015. The convention center right now is 90% accomplished, and hopefully in 2 months' time it will be completed.
Want to color your summer with style? Vespa Iloilo knows how. Whether you're a fashionista, businessman, or student, this baby is right for you. A price tag of 125,000 pesos? Scoot over. Own a Vespa for only 99,000 pesos.
99K? No way.
Wait, there's more. If you finance through Vespa Iloilo, you can own a Vespa for as low as 3,360 pesos per month.
Wow.
Hurry before the summer ends. Summer colors of Vespa Iloilo. Like us on Facebook.
The city government, under the leadership of Mayor Jed Mabilog, has made outstanding developments on the city's latest infrastructures. And one of the recent projects being realized for the convenience of people hopping to the Negros Island is the new Iloilo Fastcraft and Roro port. The realization of this new port is mainly to cater the needs of fast crafts going to and coming from Bacolod and roll-on roll-off vessels going to Manila, Cagayan Silio, and Palawan. And of course, to provide the public with new and superior facilities and services when going in and out of Iloilo.
This new port facility was inaugurated September 5. And we started operation September 6, 2014, this year. We operate 7 days a week, every day, and we start our operations 5 a.m. up to 7 p.m. in the evening. Our facility caters only to Iloilo, Bacolod, and vice versa route. Bacolod, Iloilo, Iloilo, Bacolod. On any given time, we can accommodate about 600 to 800 passengers.
A new air-conditioned passenger terminal building was also built, with amenities including cable TV, wireless internet access, and security cameras that will provide the passengers with convenience and security.
Well, actually, bago lang kami di ka abot gid sa sining nga port kag na ano namon na appreciate namon nga manami gid ang lugar kag well ako may tingid katama kag una bes matinlo gid unlike dati nga do ka crowded katama.
I think the port looks very clean and it's easy to get from the boat to the receiving area and to buy the tickets. So there's no hassle or people traffic. So I think it looks really nice and welcoming. You know, waiting here for an hour or two would be fine.
Actually, much better. Subong kay mas ang mga facilities nagnami kag kuan na wala ka daw ka accessible, wala kay kung sang una nga dito sa Pihakya do kagamo pa bala. Subong nga gin isa na lang di. So nagnami siya kag mas organize ang port.
Well, we have the usual restrooms, two areas on the south side and the north side. Also, it is provided for a facility for PWDs, persons with disabilities, a separate rooms for both male and female. And we have pasalubong counter. Also, we have provided the passengers with free use of Wi-Fi. Daily, we accommodate no less than 3,000 passengers a day.
With the latest installment of the new port, commuters will definitely enjoy firsthand excellent service in a convenient way.
To would-be travelers, we are encouraging our fellow Ilonggos and local tourists to patronize this facility because this is the first of its kind here in Panay Island. Although we have another one located in Dumangas. At present, this is still under construction.
Iloilo City is indeed a repository of ancient and historical heritage. The glorious and colorful history of Iloilo City is vividly preserved in the old churches and buildings Iloilo is known for. Republic Act 10555, an act authored by our very own Honorable Congressman Jerry Treñas, declaring the 6 historical sites, all located in the city of Iloilo, as Cultural Heritage Tourism Zone.
Republic Act 10555 is a result of my House bill, which I filed during my first term. The 15th Congress. The bill was really to identify the areas in Iloilo City, starting from Fort San Pedro, going to the Plaza Libertad, going to the Central Business District, and going both either to Haro for the Haro Plaza Complex and to Molo for the Molo Plaza Complex. This is in line also with the laws, which once we identify the areas, then government will have to come up with the funds and try to improve these areas.
Haro District was said to be the richest town of the entire colony during Spanish colonial period. It is notable for its large amount of 19th century architectures. The old municipal hall, the Haro Plaza complex, and the Haro Metropolitan Cathedral and Belfry are the main historical attractions of Haro.
The Haro Plaza Complex, for the old Haro Municipal Building, will be developed by the National Museum because National Museum is going to use it as a satellite office. They already have identified a total of 13 million coming from CHESA plus another 20 million coming from the General Appropriations Act, national budget. So there will be a total of about 33 million. And they have already plans for that. No? I think the architect of the National Museum is already prepared. They are going to start the improvement as soon as the police have vacated and the restoration works can be done. You go to the plaza. The plaza and the belfry will be developed by CHESA. And CHESA now is going to talk to architect Toti Villalon, who will design the restoration.
The famous St. Anne, or commonly known as Mala Church, is branded as Women's Church because of the presence of 16 images of women saints inside. In front of the church is the District Plaza and its bandstand, a typical feature of old Spanish colonial towns in Iloilo.
For the Molo Church, it is the National Historical Commission, headed by the chairperson, Maris Diokno. Is going to work on the Molo Church. They will start restoration of the saints. So they will restore the saints. They will look at the structural integrity of Molo Church. They will go to the Molo Convento. They will look at the structural integrity of the convento. And they will work on that.
Plaza Libertad is downtown Iloilo's plaza. It is where the flag of the First Philippine Republic was raised in triumph after the Spaniards surrendered Iloilo, their last capital in the Philippines, led by General Martin Delgado.
The national government has already spent money to improve Plaza Libertad. If you go around Plaza Libertad, we have already the new pavers there. There are statues which can still be restored. We are asking National Historical Commission to restore them. This gives a certain sense of pride to the Ilonggos. It gives us a certain ownership to these things which are heritage. And that is why I have always considered all of these jewels of the city, which we have to protect, which we have to restore, and to make sure that not only our generation, but the future generation will continue to live with them, to enjoy them, and to be proud, not only of being an Ilonggo, but to be proud to say that in Iloilo, there are so many heritage sites which our friends from other places can visit.
The restoration of these heritage sites will continue to remind us the legacy, religious devotion, and rich culture of the people of Iloilo City that will surely attract more tourists and would complement the city's booming infrastructure development.
Problems with rent? Call 338-3399.
Thank you for calling Country Homes. How may I help you?
I would like to inquire about country homes.
At Country Homes Iloilo, you are at home. A perfect place to start a family. With friendly agents and staff to facilitate your needs. Country Homes, the most ideal location at the heart of the city.
Its location is very strategic because it's near to hotels, schools, malls, fast food chains, bus terminals, the port, and the new Bacolod City Government Center.
Being a premier city is almost within reach. It can be seen in the rapid rise of first-rate infrastructures which bring pride to every Ilonggo.
Iloilo City will definitely host APEC that will be again on September and October, ministerial meetings for SMEs and for food security. In preparation, the city government of Iloilo, with the assistance of Senate President Frank Rilon, funds coming from the national government has embarked following infrastructure projects. This, number one, is the widening of the Ninoy Aquino Bridge and the Ninoy Aquino Avenue or the diversion highway. From a 4-lane, it became a 8-lane with a service road and attached to a 25-kilometer bike lane.
Along Benigno S. Aquino Avenue is the first overpass with 2 elevators that will soon operate for the convenience of the public.
The Ninoy Aquino Avenue Bridge, there will have 2 distinct features, and that will be an underpass that will connect the other side of the Ninoy Aquino Avenue Bridge going to the airport. All of this is part of the preparations for APEC of 2015.
Also, the sprouting of traffic lights around the city is a huge help to pacify the unending traffic dilemma in Iloilo City. These were strategically planned and realized in preparation for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit 2015.
Hello, boys. Hello, boys. I'm a pop that cage open like a soda can. I'm a pop that cage open like a soda
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Take it to the low. Show her how you roll.
With its world-class facet, Iloilo Esplanade is undeniably a one-of-a-kind spot in Iloilo City that both locals and tourists wouldn't want to miss out. It is a riverside beautification project proposed by Senator Franklin M. Drilon in 2011. It was first called as Peñas Boulevard until it developed into an esplanade designed as a linear park.
The base of the Ninoy Aquino Avenue is found the Iloilo River Esplanade 1, which is about 1.2 kilometers. This is a linear park, and this is the longest linear park in the country today. Across it, we're building now the Iloilo River Esplanade 2, which would complete the circular structure of the esplanade.
Iloilo Esplanade became a popular place for recreation activities of different groups wanting to enjoy and bond while appreciating the importance of reviving Iloilo River.
Hello, galagaw kami dito sa Esplanade kay ga-relax, ga-pahangin, ga-banding-banding with friends.
Tapos kay do ka ligwadi, do layos problema, kagway ba sa tambutso.
Kay dakad to kami di sa Esplanade tungod nga daw ka relaxing, balakag daw makuha ganang stress mo siya sa dere. Kag basta daw ka nami balandi sang view amo na nga daw gakadto gid kami di.
Nagakadto ko di sa Esplanade kay in the first place na appreciate ko ang creation sang Ginoo. And the second thing, ang na-appreciate ko ang leadership sang amo na local government, lalo na sa under sa kay Mayor Jed Patrick Mabilog na nagtinguwa na may ara kami sang isa ka recreational na place na majagingan, maka-banding, maka-fellowship with our fellow friends and families. At the same time, do kanami kay I think first time sa Iloilo na may-ari ni na malagawan kaga through this makabanding kag maka-strengthen sang relationship sang tagsa-tagsa ka Ilonggo diri sa Iloilo.
Food kiosks, restaurants, and coffee shops can also be found within the stretch of Iloilo Esplanade to provide a complete experience mainly for both local and foreign tourists. The place also provides a very relaxing atmosphere, perfect for evening and morning jogs and other healthy physical activities. Iloilo City is indeed gaining back its grandeur through massive and unrivaled developments, and one of it is the Iloilo Esplanade. Iloilo City was once again recognized after winning the first Livable Cities Design Challenge, a design competition encouraging cities to plan and design their areas for resilience and livability in the face of the worst impacts of climate change.
Competitive Council of the Philippines, together with USAID, has sponsored a competition that is the Livable Cities Designs Competition. And this is to design portions of the city to enhance, to repair, to rehabilitate, build structures that could complement the existing infrastructure projects for the APEC. So we have identified 4 projects. First is the restoration of the fort back to its original form. Second is the transfer of the Iloilo Grandstand from its existing place in front of the post office to the area facing Mulyiloni, where the old Ilyasco is found. Third is the conversion of the post office or customs house into a boutique hotel and the restoration of the Sunburst Park. And fourth is the old slaughterhouse at North San Jose Molo, converting it into a ferry terminal complex. The Fort Bonifacio is going to be restored with its original walls on 4 sides, and of course it's going to have a river walk beside it. Of course, inside that restoration would be found restaurants and places for rest and recreation, including entertainment. For the Iloilo Grandstand, it will still be called the Iloilo Freedom Grandstand, and it will be a 3-in-1 complex. It will be the command center for the local disaster and risk management team. And at the same time, that will also be the office of the TMTRO, Traffic Management Regulatory Office. And that will also serve as the base of the ICER, or the Iloilo City Emergency Response Team. So, and then of course, it will have a grandstand. It will have a viewing deck facing the river, Iloilo River at Mulyiloni. That could be something like what you can find in Singapore. Third is of course the postal office, which would be the Department of Finance through their secretary Cesar Purisima has wrote a letter that it is in their interest to restore and convert that old customs house into a boutique hotel, and the front place where the Freedom Grandstand is now currently situated, we will restore the Sunburst Park, which is also at the same time the local hero Peralta Park. So it will be integrated, and there will be a nice park in front of that boutique hotel. And fourth is the conversion of the Iloilo old slaughterhouse at North San Jose Molo into a new ferry terminal complex, wherein there will be restaurants, there will be boutiques. It will also serve as terminal for river cruises. So these designs have been submitted to and have participated in the national competition, and we are very proud to announce and inform everyone that Iloilo City landed as champions for the APEC category.
Promising future of gaining back the glory has been apparently seen in the blooming city of Iloilo. Soon enough, it will achieve its dream to be a premier city.
The formula of success of the city of Iloilo is now what we call Team Hiliusa. Team Hiliusa means unity. So let us continue to be united, especially the local leaders. That is Congressman Jerry Treñas, Mayor Jed Patrick Mabilog, myself, Vice Mayor Joe III Espinosa, and the 13 councilors, together with 179 of 180 barangays. Because of the unity, a lot of projects have been undertaken. Even the national government, from the President himself, President Pinoy, to Senate President Frank Drilon, together with Secretary Mar Rojas and all the other department heads, have taken notice on Iloilo City's unity. And because of this, they have poured in about 4 billion pesos worth of projects in the city of Iloilo. So let us continue to support and cooperate, especially with the city officials of the city of Iloilo, padayon sa pag-uswag, kapagsulong, kapag-arangka sa siyudad ng Iloilo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors: